Hey everyone, welcome back to
5 Minute Eats, and we are on the last and final day of Apple Pies Week here on 5 Minute Eats. And so at the end of this episode, we're going to tell you which was our least favorite and most favorite of the week. But before that, we've got to get to our final review, which is our most expensive of the week. It is the Entenmann's Minis Apple Snack Pies, lightly glazed, made with real apples. You get 6 individually wrapped pies for $4.12.
Now, this is owned by Bimbo Bakery, so we're hoping it's going to be good because we actually tried Entenmann's before for another theme week, and that was, not that good.
It was not.
Yeah, it was a real shocker. But this thing, look at it. It's a fat boy.
It is. This is kind of what the Little Debbie was trying to go for and fell a little flat on.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of glaze on there with a lot of filling, and hopefully it's good. And guys, if you're new to our channel, basically, we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it. Now, wow, that is weird.
Yeah.
Like, one portion, one half of the one that she broke in half has like almost nothing in it, and the other one has all the filling and all the apples.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a shipping thing. Like maybe it was like this in shipping, so it dripped down to the bottom.
This thing is pretty heavy.
It is heavy. It does look like there's a little bit of cinnamon in here, but it looks like a decent amount of apples in here.
Let's go for it.
If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
All right, guys, welcome back. Our rating system. Thumbs up, right again. Thumbs down, we would not. So for me, this is a thumbs down. It's really a shame because I kind of like it, but the big problem is it gives the impression there's a lot of filling inside, but there isn't. So when you're eating it, you're eating mostly the crust. And the crust, it's all right. The filling, it's decent. It's like not the most amazing thing in the world, but it's actually not bad because it's not too sweet. And I like, how apple it is, but it's not like, just didn't really wow me. I think if it was, the crust wasn't as, like wide, big, and so like everything was more condensed in there, I think it would have been better, just because most of it was just like eating the crust, and after a few bites, it got old, right? And because when you compare it to the other ones I've tried, I was like, yeah, this is like a dessert you're doing. It's like a guilty purchase. You want it to be good, but it's mediocre. So for me, thumbs down.
If you like what we're doing here, please consider sending us super thanks. It helps us continue to provide more amazing content. All right. For me, this one is going to be a thumbs down. I like it. I don't think that it's worth buying again, though. Namely for the things that you mentioned. Like, there isn't as much filling as you think that there's going to be. I also didn't love how the apples in here, different from all of the others, they were kind of crunchy. Which, some people might like that, but I feel like in something like this, I just want it to kind of be more soft and less of like a crunch to it.
I didn't feel like I came across any apples.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, one half of my piece, had like a bunch of apples in it, and there was crunch there, and I thought it was kind of jarring, because I wasn't expecting that. Not to say that the apples were bad or anything, but it wasn't what I was expecting. It wasn't what I really wanted. I think that this needed more cinnamon because there was some, but not very much. I think that the overall crust was pretty good, but it was very sweet, and it kind of just like, it got old, like you said, like eating it, because you're just eating a whole bunch of crust and then like these kind of crunchy apples. I think that the ratios of everything was off for this, but I did like how soft the crust was.
All right, guys, so the week is up. We got to decide here which one was our favorite and which one was our least favorite. So for me, my least favorite was the Great Value.
Really?
Yeah, the least favorite.
Least favorite? Yeah. I'm shocked by that.
Why?
I would have thought that you would say something else.
Something else, yeah, no. Great Value, it's just one of those things where they shouldn't be getting into this game. There's others that do better. And like I said in that video, it's weird they got into it because why do you have to compete with every little thing, right? Because when people go to the grocery store, are they really like, ooh, I got to go with that one over, you know, my favorite, right?
Yeah.
So that was my least favorite. What about yours?
All right, for me, my least favorite is going to be Little Debbie. I am still at her. That was a bad snack pie. And I'm really, really annoyed by it because that thing was messy. It crumbled everywhere. There was no filling. The filling tasted weird. It was all just a big mess. Why would she even bother with that thing? That was gross.
All right, guys, now our favorite of the week. So for me, surprisingly, my favorite was JJ's Bakery. I never would have thought they would have the best one. That one resembled an actual apple pie. That one was way better than the others, in my opinion. I really liked it. I was really shocked how close they came to an apple pie because, you know, the others were just like too sweet or just with a lot of filling, and it was its own thing, right? And so when you buy something like this, you're expecting something similar to an apple pie, and that's what they did. Especially because of the cinnamon in there, it came close to an apple pie with cinnamon, which you know you find at the grocery store. Great job on it.
Okay, for me, my favorite of the week is going to be, most shockingly of all to me, the JJ's Bakery. I still can't believe that they managed to pull off the best apple pie, considering that they're a brand that I just have completely written off.
Yeah, you had dismissed. You
I
showed
had
no love.
dismissed them.
You would not even give them a chance, man.
I wouldn't give them the time of day before, and now here I am groveling for their approval because this is really freaking good. I loved it, and I think that they nailed the flavors on everything. They nailed the composition of all of it. All of the ratios were good. There wasn't really anything bad about that one. There wasn't really a whole lot to improve upon. It was just a really well done pie. And I think that all of these other brands perhaps overlooked them as well, which is why they haven't went out and tasted the JJ's version before they made their versions of it.
All right, guys, that concludes this week's theme week. Now, if you love what we're doing here, there's a couple of ways you can help us. Number one, which we always say, is using our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get a small commission. All you got to do is click our Amazon link when you're going to buy something. You're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, so why not hook us up? Usually they require us to link to a specific product, but you don't have to buy that product. You can buy anything from Amazon within 24 hours of clicking our link. We get a small commission. It helps us out. Another way you can do it is super thanks. Click it, and what you can do is send us $10, $50, $1,000, $15,000, doesn't really matter, we'll take it. But either way, we appreciate your support, and stay tuned for next week. We're gonna have a new theme. See ya.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc., and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.